Hello and welcome to episode 62 of the DaebakCast. This is a weekly podcast where the three of us come together each week to talk about K-pop and what's occurred in the industry. This week I'd like to apologize for the crap video, crap audio. I'm back home for spring break and I did not want to bring my entire recording setup back with me. It would have taken forever and been a huge pain in the butt. So I got my snowball, I got my potato cam, we'll make it work. So yeah, as always, I'm joined by Nate.
Is you big enough? That's a joke that we'll get to later. Because you'd be like, what K-pop song said that? We'll
Any
get
of
there.
them.
We'll get there.
Oh, God.
We'll get there.
Oh,
no reviews, no questions. If you have questions, leave them in YouTube comments or Twitter, and we will answer them, and we'll make a topic out of them if they're a big enough question.
Or if they're small, we'll just answer them.
Yeah, if they're small, we'll just answer them at the beginning of the episode.
Yep. And I'm also joined by Andrew. He usually has three things.
Number one, rest in peace, my bracket. Thursday, March 15th to Thursday, March 15th. Oh, so
Mine's still going strong though.
well, no, your bracket got busted the same day too.
Because I don't know how to do anything.
Yeah, but I
So
mean,
picked random stuff and
You're
it's
one
working.
of the.
It was probably like 99% of people's brackets broke that day.
Yeah, no, this is this is probably the earliest that everyone had like their bracket like destroyed, in as long as I've been following, because nobody in their right mind except for Jacob, or very few people except for Jacob, predicted that a 16 seed would beat a 1 seed, which in God, how many years this tournament is been going on for like what, close to like 50, 60 years almost. Never in the history of the NCAA tournament has a number 16 seed beat a number 1 seed. And by God, freaking UMBC, it's the University of Maryland, it's UMBC's University of Maryland, like the Baltimore campus, which isn't even like the main school, so it's like the side campus, beat the because there's four number 1 seeds in the tournament, but there's a number 1 overall team, that's like the best team in the nation. They beat the number 1 overall team, Virginia. And then it wasn't even a fluke. They destroyed them. They beat them. They were 20-point underdogs. They beat them by 20 points. So, shout out to
they basically doubled their odds there.
Yeah, they doubled their odds. So if you're crazy enough to bet on them, and to bet on them not just to cover the spread, but to like go in the opposite direction, you made so much money.
I wonder if anybody did. That'd be crazy.
People are crazy.
I'm sure plenty of people.
I'm sure people did. Yeah, like
There's people became rich in Vegas that day.
Well, yeah. The thing is, Vegas likes that though, because even if they lose money, because more people are going to be willing to bet like crazy odds like that again, just on the off chance that something like that happens again. But again, like there was like a 1 in 100 something chance that it actually happened. So it's crazy. And also like others like stuff like freaking Buffalo beat like number 4 Arizona. I mean, they ended up losing the second round, but still that was crazy. Yeah, just a crazy tournament already. It's just been like the first weekend. Number 2, we now know our dates for KCON New York and KCON LA, and I forgot to look it up, so I will Google that right now.
End of June and beginning of August, like usual.
So it's it's like 20 something. Yeah. KCON has it on their so it's June 23rd to 24th at the Prudential Center, which for the first time KCON New York is going to be on a Saturday and Sunday as opposed to a Friday and Saturday, which means it's probably going to be more full. So I mean that's fine. Also KCON LA is going to be August 10th to 12th at the Staples Center, and if all goes to plan, I will be attending both KCON New York and KCON LA. So yeah, I mean, if anyone's out there, I need friends. Oh, we lost.
No. Jacob. No.
I'm still here.
Yeah,
Hold
your
on.
video died.
For some reason it closed.
Okay.
Okay,
Just
we're good.
weird technical difficulties. Ignore
Just
it.
we'll roll
It's
through
just
that.
difficulties due to my setup not being the same. So ignore
Anyway,
that.
I'll rush through this third one. Just sort of like a bit of news. There was a huge StarCraft match fixing scandal over in Korea.
Didn't even hear about this.
Okay, so because it was involving because you know how with StarCraft Remastered the Brood War scene kind of came back. So apparently there's this like.
Does Kespa back at it?
No, it wasn't Caspa. Surprisingly, it was a player by the name of Sky. He this is a rumor so far, but it's like this crazy like illegal betting like sort of like organization that's run by like straight up like the mob in Korea and everything, and it says here the organized crime are suspected of hiring 4 gamers and running illegal online sports betting ring with total wagers around 10 billion won and illicit profits around 500 million won. So this was like a sting operation that they shut down.
It's like 10 grand, isn't it? Or
yeah,
10 million is so.
Yeah, that's crazy. Only in Korea would there be like illegal like betting rings based around StarCraft. Like that's how popular StarCraft is in Korea. But yeah, this was insane.
Side note for KCON, we can actually just like pay attention to it because we're not going to be recording it this year.
Yep.
Well, I mean, I will. It's just I will be
personal use only.
No, I'll just wait like a month after. Or something like that.
No, I refuse to let you put that up on our channel.
Okay.
I'm not losing this all over again.
I'll record everything but the concert.
Yeah, we can go around recording the
let's just do that.
Con and do a vlog, but we're not recording during the concert. I refuse.
But yeah, that's my 3 things.
Yep.
Blow note.
So, no blow note ever, rip.
Ever again.
Yep. So, I guess without further ado, you know who I am. You already know who it is.
I think you said your name.
Yeah,
Don't
probably.
you usually say, I'm Jacob and I'm joined by...
No.
No? Oh. I don't know. I don't pay attention.
I say as always.
Oh, yeah. As always, I'm joined by... And I'm... Yeah, you say your name at the end.
Yeah. So anyways.
You're Jacob. He's Jacob.
Yep. Anyways. Not as always. Anyways, this week we have 4 album reviews.
You just said anyways like 6 times in a row.
We have 4 album reviews. First one, Mamamoo. Let's get right into it.
Yep. Mamamoo's Yellow Flower, part 1 of 4, where each member will get their own album theme.
So I'm
guessing
this
is Hwasa's.
Yeah, this is the Hwasa album.
And that's why she gets solo, and it's yellow.
Yep.
And if you go to Paint Me, that's how you find out all their colors. Because in the music video.
Watch the music video,
Yep. First song is From Winter to Spring, which is an intro. Solar plays the ukulele while they sing on a beach, and then waves come up and scare them.
So yeah,
it's just a random little
it's
fun
part
thing.
Of, if you
Star, Wind, Flower, Sun.
If you watch the music video for Star, Wind, Flower, Sun, it is included in like the intro part. I didn't know Solar knew how to play the ukulele.
Yep. I guess she does. Was it Mamamoo? Yeah, it had to be. Did you guys watch Weekly Idol with them on it? They're like last week or 2 weeks ago.
No, I didn't.
Was the ukulele showed up in that? Is that where that's from?
No.
They mentioned the ukulele on like one of the variety shows I watch.
Solar like drew all the members, and it was
that's true. Solar
really bad.
I could have sworn someone played the ukulele though. No, it was on Knowing Bros. There's some actress. It's just weird that came up that some actress played the ukulele on Knowing Bros. And then this happened. Apparently the ukulele's big and
Asians love the ukulele. Ukulele.
I'm gonna refuse to say it correctly. Next is the actual first album track, Star, Wind, Flower, Sun, which does have a music video.
And
but it's not the title
I'm
track.
assuming so just crazy prediction here. I'm guessing every album is going to be color star, color wind, yellow flower, color
exactly.
sun.
Yeah.
The thing is though, if they already used yellow flower, what the heck are they going to do for sun?
Well, sun is solar. She
blue
is blue, right? So it's going to be blue sun. It's going to be red star, white wind, yellow flower, blue sun.
I guess. Also, I mean, there are blue dwarfs.
I'll say there are blue suns.
No, it's blue dwarf.
And there are red
stars.
stars.
Red star. Oh, yeah, red star.
Red giant.
But it's usually referred to as a red giant. Okay, I don't know. I've been watching a lot of
also
documentaries
Mars.
lately.
Mars is a red star, basically.
It's not
Mars
star.
Is a star.
Mars is
a planet. I know, but it's a star in our sky. It shows up. You could argue it's not a star, but
Get
it
outta
is a
here.
star.
Get outta
It
here.
depends on
No.
what your definition of star is when you're talking about it.
Definition.
Anyway,
So it's piano ballad, lots of
It's
harmonies.
really good.
Moonbyul sings.
this music video and Starry Night were both filmed in New Zealand, which apparently is like the go-to when they want like an outback sort of, or like
Grass
rural
field.
sort of thing.
Yeah, it's. I mean,
My
it's
parents.
close, makes
I
sense.
keep saying this, but my parents are in love with
It's
New
not
Zealand.
close,
They want to move there basically when they retire. So yeah, I love New Zealand. I want to visit there someday too. That's where hobbits live.
Yes.
Actually, no.
That's where they filmed Lord of the Rings, right?
Yeah, no, you could actually
all Lord of the
visit.
Rings.
You
Yeah,
could actually
can
visit.
go to Hobbiton.
Yeah,
Hobbit
it's-
House?
They like kept
Yeah,
all the
yeah, it's still there because
all the sets built into the.
that it makes a lot of
hill.
tourism money for them. So yeah, it's pretty cool. But yeah, for the actual song, there's a lot of. I'd say the entire album. There's for every song that Moonbyul's in, she's singing,
Yep.
Yeah, I think so.
which is
Which I was really glad to hear that because when Paint Me came out, I was really excited to hear that.
Yeah.
She was starting to sing because like she has a really good voice
Yeah, she didn't really
by
sing
like
ever
any
before.
idol standards.
Like, she
So, like,
started-
she can sing and rap.
she started it in the previous. Oh, we didn't get to cover their previous mini album Purple because we died around that same week. So, but the track, she had a solo track called Love and Hate where she sang a bit and rapped a bit. So it's nice that they finally like sort of transitioned her into actually singing in the with the full group. And the reason why I like that is because like she has a lower register than
Yeah,
the
her
rest of
voice is way
Mamamoo. So
deeper.
yeah, so it adds a nice balance because like Solar, Hwasa, and we just they have like the high end covered for pretty much the most part. So yeah, it's nice. It's nice to balance it out like that.
Yeah.
So this is one of my favorite songs on the album actually. Like for it
same.
being a ballad, like it's just really really good.
Cool.
Like it's got the like Mamamoo's like bread and butter, the harmonies, the high notes, everything they do well. They put into this song, and I think it really sets the tone well for the rest of the album. Like it's like we're back.
Yeah, Mamamoo ballads are no joke. Like I know we usually like rag out about like ballads are like everywhere, but Mamamoo ones are ones you should be paying attention to because again,
Well,
they're one of the few groups that all four could sing all out, like all four. So
yep.
Yeah, and like Andrew said, the music video is similar to the Starry Night, which is the title track, because they're filmed in the same place. But it's like more casual, just like them walking around town in like more casual clothes.
yeah, it's almost like a behind the scenes sort of music video.
Yeah. It's like a professionally shot, not behind the scenes to Starry Night.
Yep.
Speaking of, next is Starry Night, which is the title track, which is a new genre. It's more Latin feeling. It's a lot different than what Mamamoo's done before.
Which is one of the
Also,
reasons.
good.
One of the reasons why I like Mamamoo because they haven't. You can sort of see the musical development they've taken from all the way back to like Melting and like all their early stuff to now. It's they've definitely. I think that's just like like you could attribute that to they're almost always involved in some part of the production process. So yeah, I like that they're like going to a new genre and it sounds good for them. I don't know about you guys. So
Yeah, I think this is one of their best songs in my opinion. Actually, like it stands out a lot. It's definitely got more like a Latin, also sort of American feel to it. But like,
you could put this on American radio.
Yeah. Like if this is in English, easily. I think it's almost like I guess it's like a new step in their evolution. So I hope they continue progressing as far as the new albums are concerned.
Yeah, I have a feeling that each of these are going to be like very different. Which
is nice, because they can definitely pull it off. Because I feel like the vocals are their strength. Yeah. The only mark I have against this type of song is that it's definitely more focused on the the beat part, especially during the chorus. I was
gonna say that's like it's the Latin feeling, but the thing that makes it American is it has a drop chorus, which they've never had before.
Yeah, so it's you kind of don't really get to like hear like Mamamoo vocals, but I mean. I think that's okay considering the rest of the songs in this album. It's just
exactly.
dripping with Mamamoo vocals. So
even the verses are. So
same.
You miss
another thing I want to mention: music video, absolutely beautiful.
Yeah,
really well shot.
And I feel like this is a way better attempt at going like infusing that Latin vibe than SF9's O Sole Mio was. That just came off as corny. Like, this is more in line with. Remember, I showed you that
I don't think I ever watched the music video for it.
I mean, it was weird. I mean, like, the song itself was The music video was weird.
But it's just them kind of cash grab on Despacito.
Yeah, basically. But this is more in line with Beverly, the Japanese artist. Well, the Filipino artist that's singing in Japan that did a Japanese cover of Despacito, which is a Spanish song. It sounds a lot more like that than it does anything I've ever heard in K-pop. So, yeah, that's new. It's great that they're bringing all these new sounds into K-pop and sort of infusing it with everything else that they've sort of had around Xia. It's just very fresh, very fresh. I'd say that. That's sort of like...
definitely.
But yeah, Jacob, I agree. The music video is really well shot. There's a lot of good cinematography and like colors and color contrasting and stuff.
Yeah.
Also, the choreo is pretty good. Fits the song well.
Also, shout out to Moonbyul's hair. I really like her hair color in this.
Oh, I do too. Yeah, the red looks
same.
good.
Shout out to all of them.
Yeah. Yep. Next is Be Calm, which is Hwasa's solo. So like I said, each of their albums, they'll probably have their own solo on it. And this is a soft rock ballad with like, there's a lot of guitar in this. I was like, this is almost a rock song, but it's a ballad.
It's an R&B with electric guitar sort of thing.
Yeah. I guess I consider it a rock ballad, which is similar.
Yeah, and there was a tiny clip of it. There was a tiny clip of it at the end
of the music video.
At the end of Starry Night. So the first two and the first two songs were connected, and then 3 and 4 are connected as well. So yeah, I know. I'm pretty solid. This is my favorite song in the entire album. Not just because I'm Hwasa biased, but actually, yeah, I'd say it's because I'm Hwasa biased.
Because you're Hwasa biased.
But no, like the vocals.
I mean, it's a good song.
The vocals on this are incredible. Like, I know it's just like I know that we keep saying that for everything with Mamamoo, but like, it's just I love the sound of the song, and you guys know how big of a fan I am of R&B, and it does like it's really cool fusion of that electric guitar sort of feel with that like nice like sort of like trap drum in the background. It's not too egregious or whatever. So it's a really well done song.
Yep. I actually thought the same thing. I'm not even a Hwasa bias. Like, I legitimately, this is probably my favorite song on the album. Her vocals are really nice. They flow well. They're it's easy to listen to, I guess, and that's something that's really important for me as far as like ballads go.
Yeah.
Because like a lot of the ones we go like it's a ballad for is just because it's like they're boring.
It's formulaic. Yeah. This is anything but formulaic.
Yeah, exactly. It's very it's interesting. It's got the, like Nate was saying, like the electric guitar on top of the R&B, almost with like ballad vocals. The chorus is really strong. I'm assuming she was involved in this because this definitely seems like
she wrote the lyrics.
Style for sure. Yeah, definitely. I was really satisfied with this. This is one of the biggest highlights of the album.
This just makes me excited for the rest of the album because I want to see what everyone else is. I mean, everyone, they've gotten solos before. They've gotten like features, like like I said with Moonbyul had one, and then Wheein had her duet with Jeff Renat on the last album as well. So I can't wait to see what their member solos are for the next coming albums too.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, I agree. Next is Rude Boy, a cover of the Rihanna song, which is where my English lyrics came from.
Oh. Hey, wait a second. Wait a second.
I told you it was a joke. Is you big enough? Go what?
Small tidbit. This was produced and arranged by the former Rania member Juyi, who goes by the name Cosmic Girl. I believe we've covered her on her on release list. But yeah, she's sort of like she's a producer attached to Mamamoo for whatever reason now, I guess. But
the only reason I remember that is because we harped on her name totally being a
Cosmic Girl,
this is totally trying to get some people to think you're talking about Cosmic Girls. So Rude Boy, it's like an R&B song with a lot of funky R&B, I would say. To be honest, for me, I felt like this song was a little like wasting their vocal talents. Like, this was the only song that I was a little like, because it just like, it felt too normal for Mamamoo, if that makes sense. Like too standard and formulaic.
I can see that. I thought it was a pretty good
I don't think it's
song
bad,
release, though.
But I just like, for me, I was like, this, like, you're not using Mamamoo's talents in this song.
Just like
it's just like
by them,
normal R&B. Yeah, exactly.
There's a lot of Moonbyul singing on this though. That's the one thing I like.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
I guess it is a different style because for how popular like triplet sort of singer rapping is and R&B songs are, they haven't really done this style of song before. I guess it's just, and I think it works well with them.
Yeah, I think Mamamoo pulls it off well, actually, because again, they got the vocal chops to like pull off anything.
Coincidentally, this like Rude Boy sounds pretty like it's similar in vein to Bad Boy by Red Velvet. Like same sort of
hip-hop,
R&B
fusion.
Yeah.
The only thing is though, like obviously with Korean pronunciation, it kind of comes out like Lewd Boy as opposed to Rude Boy, because the how they pronounce it, but so I can't unhear that ever again.
Yeah. I don't want to come off like too negative. Like it's like Jacob said, I feel like I'm spoiled because like to me, I felt like anyone could have sang this song. Where I want like Mamamoo songs to be like top tier vocals that like no one else could do. And this one was like, I could hear just some random girl group singing this song.
Yeah.
Next is Spring Fever. So this is acoustic guitar, pop music. It's very Taeyeon-esque.
I can see that.
I was like, this is very much a Taeyeon solo sounding single. But I felt like this showed off their vocals a lot better.
Yeah, this was excellent. Again, much in the same vein to Be Calm. It's just another acoustic R&B sort of thing. Works well, especially in the group setting with them. And again, there's just I love the vocal. I feel like the vocal distribution works so much better with Moonbyul not being like restricted to just
rapping.
Here's like a verse. Like they don't have to. They don't have to like carry like all of the load of the song as much as they used to before. It seems a lot more balanced, especially so.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I could totally see this being like right at home on like an album like My Voice. Like, so I see what Nate's saying. Yeah, the vocals are really nice. Like they're not like belting all over the place the entire time, but it's nice and understated. But at the same time, like you can still like you could tell that they're still like top tier vocalists, you know. And I also agree that like it really works well with the line distribution at letting Moonbyul sing more, because then she has some singing parts and rapping songs in all the songs, which I think works really well.
Yep. And finally, we have Paint Me, which we've talked about before, but we'll talk about it again. It's a Mamamoo ballad. It's a ballad, but it's a Mamamoo ballad.
Yep, it's a power ballad.
Yeah, this and Be Calm are probably my favorite songs.
This is my favorite song. I love this song.
Yeah, this and Be Calm, I'd say I'd tie with it just because it's just so insane. It covers the entire spectrum of where it's doing the old Dave Grohl of quiet verse and loud chorus. Where
I absolutely love that stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, Foo Fighters is one of my favorite bands.
Because Mamamoo can pull it off because again all of them have insane like ranges. So it works well that now with Moonbyul covering the lower end of their vocals, they can pull it off even better. So singing or like any type of like music is all about dynamics. So you don't need to play very loud or like the loudest. Like you don't need to blow all of your speakers or whatever, and you don't need to like go so low that people can't hear you. It's just all about the dynamics of that. And I feel like that's what works well in this song.
Yeah, like this song has a ton of emotion in it because of those dynamics. Like it's able to it makes use of, I guess, like the space in it a lot, which really, really makes a song for me, especially as somebody who's like really like, I guess, like particular about his headphones and stuff. So like I like big soundstage for songs like these where like it sounds like they're singing into like a huge big hall, you know, like
and the music video
a lot more emotion that
the music video definitely plays to that sort of aspect of it. I feel like it's done very well, not to mention their outfits are crazy good.
Definitely.
The
way they play with the colors in the music video is perfect. It definitely fits with the song and it fits with the concept they're going for as well.
I love how just like I feel like almost every aspect of this sort of like seasonal like album concept that they're going with, everything it plays a lot with colors. So yeah, again, it's just that like relating the music to like some type of visual element definitely helps them to some degree. So
yeah, I want to echo basically what Jacob said. Like, I think the use of like lows and highs and like emotions is the reason this is my favorite. I love me a good emotional ballad.
Yep.
So, I'd have to like. Are any of the songs on this album your favorite Mamamoo songs? Like, just like bling it right now. Like, there might be some on
Paint
here.
Me for real.
I'll say Paint Me's probably.
I already said about Starry Night Become as well.
I'd have to go through, but Paint Me is probably my favorite Mamamoo song.
Yeah, because like as I've been following Mamamoo, or since sort of like right around.
I've been following literally since.
Yeah, debut. Since debut, but like right around.
I got lucky with them.
Like
I was late.
They were so like maybe like a couple months before I saw them in KCON in 2016. So I'd put this album right up there with Melting. Like, it's that good. It's that good. And this
fantastic.
is just the first of 4. So they set the bar ridiculously high now. So we'll see.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So overall ratings, I want to give it a 9.5, but I went down. So it's only a 9 for me. 5 out of 6 because Rude Boy didn't really blow me away.
Okay.
That's the only reason I knocked it a point. But like I said, it would be 0.5 if I could. Then 3 out of 3 for aesthetics. All the music videos were insanely good. Choreo was great, and then obviously bias point. So for me, it's a 9.
Yep.
Me, it's a 9 going the other way, where I gave 6 out of 6 for music because, like, sometimes I give perfect music scores, even though I might not like 1 or 2 of the songs. This is one of the rare occasions where I liked every song, like from top to bottom. Like, I put a 1 on next to every song, and that's very rare. Like, even Red Velvet, I've had some albums where I've given them like high scores, and I thought 1 song or 2 was okay. As for concept, I only give it a 2 out of 3 because as much as amazing as they look, and as much as like the music videos are nice and in New Zealand and everything, it doesn't necessarily blow me away like to some degree. But I mean, it's still good. Yeah, it's still good, and they look gorgeous. But I guess I like when I give 3 out of 3 for concept, I'm expecting way more out of it. And obviously a bias point 1 out of 1. I guess they're like, well, I'd put them up there with Red Velvet as one of my favorite girl groups. So yeah, 9 out of 10. And this is like very borderline like 10 out of 10. Like, there's not like
same.
There's so much. There's not much that would make this like a perfect album basically. And again, it just still blows my mind that we're gonna get 3 more of these. So we'll see. We'll see. This might put Mamamoo in like Artist of the Year nominations.
They're already on my short list, that's for sure. It looks like I'm the highballer this today. I'm doing 10.
I actually thought both of you would. So I thought I was gonna be the low point.
I loved every single song. I've had it on repeat like ever since it came out. Every single song is really good. Their vocals are great. Like even the stuff like Rude Boy, I really liked. I think mostly because it's a different flavor for them. That I'm glad they're exploring different stuff, yet at the same time, like, the album still seemed really cohesive and nice. Like, as far as the concept goes, like, I really like the concept they're going with, where there's, like, each of them have their own, like, sort of, I guess, element or color or whatever.
Yep.
And they're each going to get their own album. Music videos were beautiful. Everything. I loved it. 10 out of 10 for me.
Yeah, I really deliberated on giving it a 9 or 10.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Again, just one like last few bit of phrase. I feel like they really have sort of taken the mantle of sexy summer group from Sistar. Like, I feel like that's sort of the position they're in. But in a way that it's not necessarily copying them.
Yeah, it's not what Sistar was.
But they pull it off well. And also, one thing that I like really appreciate about this is there is thought put into like the arrangement of how this album was put out, and you very rarely see that in K-pop, where they're just like, okay, we'll put this, and this here, like just a bunch of singles that they hired producers to sort of produce for the album. But yeah, there was like well thought out sort of organization to it, so that's very rare, like in music, just general. So.
Yep.
So it'd still work out to a 9-ish.
Yeah, it'd be a 9.
Yeah.
9.33.
But it gets a shiny.
Truly Daebak.
But it does get a shiny.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it gets an emblem in general because we never even put emblems on. Apparently, we don't put emblems on 7s and 8s, even though I thought we did. But
Nope.
I'm crazy, I guess. Okay, moving on to topic 2, which is Heize, Wish, and Wind.
Or just Wind, I don't know.
So on Wikipedia it's
Wind
called
on here.
Wind, but on Spotify and on iTunes it's Wish and Wind. So I'm calling it Wish and Wind. The first track is Jenga featuring Keiko, and it's pretty much what you expect from Heize, like very jazzy
Yep.
R&B. The music video is a continuation of the last with the bear, and it's still weird, and I don't know what the hell is going on. But it has a really cool piano bridge, and Keiko featured very well in it. Those are my thoughts.
I've been deliberating, like, very,
Oh, is
like,
this one of the
much.
ones he's disappointed on?
No. I've been deliberating on whether or not this is my favorite Heize song.
Oh, okay.
And this is my favorite Heize song. Like, that's saying a lot, because just as a general sort of thing with this album, it's not what I originally fell in love with Heize for, because what I originally fell in love with Heize was just a lot of her more upbeat, like, rapping stuff, like what she did with the 2 songs that she did with Dean. But
Yeah.
I feel like she sort of made a conscious decision to go trend more towards the jazzy R&B. Maybe that's because of an influence of her being like so popular off of like the Goblin OST and going towards
Could
that
be.
indie like sort of. And I guess it's more marketable in Korea, but I thought it wouldn't like it. But surprisingly, it works so well for her voice. And again, the production of this was so amazing. Like she's going for that jazzy vibe, and like that touches all aspects of the song and the visuals. So like with the music, there's parts of the chorus that are just like slightly off time. Like jazz is just so archaic and like sort of like it plays around with time signatures. Yeah. So and with the visuals, it's in the 4:3 aspect ratio, and she's dressed up in like these like old like sort of like 30s, 40s like old, like sort of like Billie Holiday type outfits, and she has like the old school mic. And not only is it a 4:3 aspect ratio, but the corners around it, so it's like a really old like sort of like cinema type of feel to it. So again, there's just everything about this, like the song and the music video, is just oozing with like sort of like personality, and it's Heize. Like it's so identifiably her music, and I love it so much.
Yeah, I think the song's got a really strong like concept of being like sort of like again like using the sort of like jazz influences makes it sort of like timeless and classic a feeling, but at the same time it feels super modern and I guess like trendy, I guess. But then again, throwback's in right now, so it makes sense. Her vocals were really good as always. And I also thought Gecko's rap was pretty good in this as well.
Yeah.
So
I thought the feature was just gonna be like but it was done well.
yeah.
Yep.
My only gripe is it's called Jenga.
Yeah.
But she's
Jenga,
sitting
don't
on
play Jenga.
she's sitting on Tetris blocks.
Oh, well, I didn't even know she was sitting.
Yeah,
on
no,
Tetris blocks.
that's a screenshot I grabbed for the slideshow. She's sitting on Tetris blocks, not Jenga blocks. It pisses me off so much. Like ruined 0 out of 10.
Close enough.
So it's not your favorite song; it's your least favorite song.
No, it's still my favorite. It's still my
favorite song.
Heize.
It's your least favorite music video.
Yeah. No, it's hard because I love the music video so much too, but that one detail is just like, why? How hard could it be to like find Jenga blocks?
Yeah. I mean, they're not hard to make. They're literally just pieces of wood.
It's literally just pieces of wood that you pull.
Straight blocks of wood. Like, there's nothing. But Tetris blocks are more annoying to create than Jenga blocks. Okay, moving on to But Are You? Which, starting off just right away, I'm telling you, is my favorite song. So this is a piano ballad, but she's like half singing and half rapping, and it's really chill. And then during the first chorus, they add like a bass line and percussion, and it makes it even more chill. And then they add guitar later, and then it just ends with nothing but piano and her humming again. It's just like, I just really like all the way this song builds and then cuts out near the end.
This
Definitely
was
my favorite.
I'd say this one wasn't as like memorable as the others, and that's kind of nitpicking when it comes to Heize because it's still a good song. And yeah, I love the guitar solo at the end. It's kind of like John Mayer-esque and how like intricate it is. So I appreciated that part of it. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't have much else to say about it. It's pretty standard Heize, at least in my eyes.
I thought it was really good. I guess what I look for in Heize is like something that's really good for like study music. Like it's just chill and laid back, but with like, you know, really nice vocals and stuff.
Yep.
That's pretty much what I got out of this. Is again, like Andrew said, it's what I was expecting, but that's not a bad thing. I was looking for something like that. So I also really enjoyed this song as well. I think it's really good, and it's something that'll probably be appearing on my playlist.
Yep. Next is Didn't Know Me. This is just an acoustic guitar ballad. This one didn't stand out too much to me. Also, so like, the song is good, but it didn't blow me away. But the music video is just like a super generic drama music video.
Yeah, I didn't like the music video that much.
They did like not try at all with that one, in my opinion.
Also, like, no, one part of the music video that kind of ruins it for me is when they start like fighting or whatever, or like she's like crying on the floor. You could see on the TV they're watching like UFC or something like that.
I was gonna say, I noticed that too. I was like, are they watching like a fighting match? Like, it's so weird.
I know, there's like random details. Like there's like freaking like they have like Oreo O's in like the...
Well, no, it's not. That's Oreos in Korean. It looks very similar to Oreo, which is like a pretty cool thing actually, since the symbol for O is a big O with the...
Or no, apparently no.
The O symbol under it.
Yeah, so apparently it's like Oreo O's is gone everywhere else, but in Korea or something like that.
Oh yeah, you can get Oreo O's in Korea.
Damn, too bad. Oh, I can't eat it anyway.
But no, yeah, I did notice both of those things standing out in the music video. I was not a fan of this music video. The song is okay.
I was not a fan of the music video, but I love the song because when you really think about it, this is just kind of a female version of something Taeyang would put out. Like, just a really emotional sort of ballad in a way. And even the chorus, like, straight up, you could put Taeyang's voice on it and it'd sound exact. So I loved it. And again, and the music video didn't necessarily deliver, but the song, I believe, more than made up for it. So, yeah, this was one of my favorites, surprisingly.
Yeah, I like the song a lot. I think I can definitely see your, like, comparison with, like, Taeyang. It's like him, but like if you like turn him into a girl and then like make his voice a lot more like understated and gentle.
Yeah,
I guess that's what you'd get.
Yeah, basically, it's just understated female Taeyang in a way.
Yeah, it's like I don't know. Again, it's more of the same, but in a good way, I guess. In my opinion. Again, like all these kind of songs, I like. I always look for sort of like chill songs from Heize because like there aren't really that many artists right now who do a lot of the non-hype and like sort of chilled back songs. There's Heize, there's Bolpalgansa, there's IU, some Taeyeon stuff, like, so yeah, I really liked it, so yeah.
Yep. Next is Didn't Know Me. Oh no, sorry. Next is Wish You Well.
Wish You Well with Daebak.
Yep.
Which
this is more like her stuff with Dean.
Yeah, I was say this is like Heize R&B, lots of electronica sounds. And then Daebak, who kind of fills that Dean role, which I really like his voice. I wish they sang together because I think his voice is higher than hers, which is like a really cool.
I think he's the producer for most of the songs on here, so I wouldn't be surprised. Okay. I wouldn't be surprised if he tracks some of the vocals or something like that. So
yeah, well, I just noticed like all of his singing parts were like really high and like close to falsetto and stuff. Yeah. But yeah, I thought he did a good job. I really like this song.
Yeah, really, like I love the beat and everything. Just great instrumentation. It really just like it's so Heize and yeah, like It's cool. Not too many people ever get their like producer to feature on their like actual like album or whatever. Yeah. So I tried looking into like what other music he's done, but I don't know like much of the other
I haven't
music.
Heard of him before.
Yeah, but it was a solid feature too. So
yeah, this one's pretty good. It reminds me of like more like a laid back, like July, like something like that. I thought it was really good. Also, like actually, when he first started singing, I was like, "Oh, is this Dean?" Because I wasn't actually paying attention.
It was similar to Dean.
So I looked at the track. And I was like, "Oh, it's this guy, whoever he is." So Yeah.
Next is Wind, which is just a like cool instrumental piano interlude with some wind sounds. Surprise. I liked it.
Oh, I loved it. I loved it. You know me, I'm a sucker. Ever since Your Lie in April, I'm a sucker for anything like classical piano. And there's a surprise for a 1:33 like long track. There's a surprising amount of like movements and like tempo changes in it. So it's such an intricately well done like setup for Mianhae, which is the next song. So yeah, it works so well. I love it.
Yep.
Yeah, it's nice. I want like a 10-minute extended version.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love this in like the entire instrumental thing, right?
I agree. And finally we lead into Mianhae, which means sorry in Korean.
Sorry.
Or I'm sorry. This is another like what we'd expect from Heize, but she gets back into rapping more, which is nice. There's like a pretty decently long rap verse. But I like barely could pay attention to the song because the music video is so weird and creepy and scary.
But that's what makes me my favorite music video, because it's just so weird.
It's
like
terrifying.
So for those that haven't seen it or just need some sort of explanation for it, the whole concept of it is Heize is basically a robotic AI sort of weird android thing. And I mean, it works perfectly, because if you look at Heize, like sometimes her face is just so expressionless that you could
she is very expressionless.
Like, yeah, it's like you could be convinced that she's a robot, and like her hair is so goddamn straight you think it's like a wig or something like that. So I loved like the weird creepy vibe of it, and like it did a good job of like with the cuts that they did cut back and forth between like Heize, like actual Heize sitting in like a chair or something like that, and then cutting to like a robot or like the fake
body.
Yeah,
like
it was so
body
creepy in that way.
With
and
her
then
face CG'd on it.
Yeah, and then there's some parts or like there. It plays into the music as well, where like there's some part of it where like it glitches out or like it skips for a bit. So like again, I love that, like tying the music video to like the elements of the song, and also towards the end there's a green ASCII text when they like do like all the credits and that sort of thing. So they
do.
This was my favorite music video of all three, because it's just so creative. Again, I love it, and no surprise, it was DigiPetty that did the music video. So that explained.
Yeah, if you're on a budget and you want something. If you're on a budget and you want something,
this wasn't
really cool,
this was like high budget though. There's like a lot of CGI and stuff in this. So like
I don't know.
Like
typically, DigiPetty is hired when you don't have a huge budget and you just want a really cool music video.
Yeah, that's why I was surprised to hear it was DigiPetty. It makes sense about the weirdness of it, but I didn't think it was him, because I felt like this music video is much higher budget than he normally does.
I feel like we're gonna get Robot Heize, like she's gonna have Robot Heize perform instead of like friggin' Mama instead of her like one day, and we're not gonna know the difference.
It's terrifying.
Next time we see her, she'll be dressed like Android 18 from Dragon Ball.
I'd be fine.
Yo,
with that.
if Heize cut her hair, she would look.
I was gonna say she has the straight blonde hair right now. It's just too long.
Yep.
Yeah, if she cuts her hair, she would be Android 18. And and everyone knows Android 18 is the best. I don't know. I mean, most people would say Bulma, but I like Android 18.
Launch all the way. Bipolar, crazy lady.
Dude, Launch. Toriyama forgot about Launch, and then she was never.
I know, it makes me
again.
sad. She shows up in like the very beginning of Dragon Ball Z after being in all of Dragon Ball, and then he just ceases to exist once they go fight the Saiyans.
People asked him about her, and he's like, oh yeah.
Oh really? He like literally
legitimately
forgot she existed.
Oh
wow,
my god,
that's sad. Okay, Jake, if you want to talk about the song.
Yeah, actually, I think this was probably my favorite on the album. Actually, I like this one a lot. The instrumental, the vocals, the tempo, stuff like that. I think it all worked out pretty well. It's hard for me to describe this like genre of music. I feel like I don't know why.
She's
doing chill AF.
It's an indie track,
chill
basically.
AF. Yeah, chill indie music. Okay, overall ratings for me, 5 out of 6 for music. I really liked all of the stuff, but it was what I expected for the most part. Yep. Nothing blew me away. 2 out of 3 for the concept, because the Didn't Know Me music video disappointed me, and I liked the other two. And a 1 out of 1 because Heize, so an 8 out of 10 for me. going back to the same rating I gave all 3 albums last week. 5, 2, 1.
I gave it 5, 3, 1. Like, I know it's weird for me to get like harp on the second
whole music video and then give 3 out of 3.
But I just like that. Just like it's only like a slight mark off of just like how much I love Jenga and Heize's music videos. They're just so creative. Like I love like all of Heize's music videos are so creative, and I love that aspect. I love the visual aspect of her music as well. So yeah, that's why I had to give it a 3 out of 3. It's just so weird, and I love weird, and so like avant-garde, like crazy nonsense. But and also like I again like her outfits and all that sort of stuff. But I only gave it a 5 out of 6, I guess, just because like one of the songs just didn't stand out to me. But again, it's still so good. It's like Heize just has like a ridiculously high bar that she sets for herself whenever she releases music. So 9 out of 10.
So me, I went the same way that Nate went. Basically for the same reasons, actually. Like I liked all the songs, but none of them like completely blew me away. I wasn't like listening to it on repeat or anything like that. But this is definitely going to be one of my go-tos for when I'm studying in the next few weeks. And for concept, I liked all the music videos. The second Didn't Know Me didn't really blow me away, obviously, like you guys were talking about before. It's like just, generic. But the other two were really cool. And yeah, obviously bias point because I really like Heize. So
yep.
Yeah.
So
average out to
8,
an 8.
9, so an 8.
8
doesn't get the shiny.
Oh come on, guys!
Nope. That music video.
The high bar today.
Blame the music video. Well, no, I think he won't be for the next 2 because he said he had 2 of them that disappointed him, and the first 2 he liked a lot.
Stop spoiling this shit. Come on.
Spoilers. Andrew's not gonna like these next 2 as much. We don't know how much. For all I know, you're gonna give NCT like a 2 out of 10. So, it could be really bad, or it could be like, it's a 7. But yeah, next topic is April with the blue.
Dabba dee dabba die.
No, not at all. And I owned that album. I have that album on CD somewhere. Eiffel 65. Let's go. First song is Bluebird, which is the title track. So this is like more mature April, and I actually liked it.
I like the direction they're heading since their last comeback. I think this is a really good place for them because like before I thought they're a little too like young and cutesy, whereas I think right here they seem more mature and more like towards like I guess like more towards like A-Pink than like Oh My Girl, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. I felt the same way. Like this is trending towards A-Pink. And they always were kind of like A-Pink because when they started, A-Pink did cutesy stuff too. Yeah. But so yeah, they always did remind me of like a newer A-Pink, and they're definitely trending that way. The music video, I liked the aesthetic of like the blue. Like most of the music videos, like black and white, or just like very colorless. And then the theater seats for like dancing in the background or when they're sitting in them.
Yeah, looked really cool.
Looked good. Yep.
Satin dresses.
Okay.
Satin, not velvet.
Instead of velvet this time.
I actually like this. Surprisingly. So, and the reason why I liked it is because I was looking, okay, why does this sound so familiar? I looked into it. This was produced by E1. You know who else he produces? They produce Uju Sonyo. This sounds like a WJSN track.
Yeah, I think he's produced for them for a while. Actually.
Yeah, he produced this and the last one. I forget the name. Like that's kind of
the Red Velvet Dress song that none of us remember
Blue
the name.
Velvet Dress.
No, the last one was the Red Velvet Dresses.
Oh, yeah, and they also had Blue Velvet.
Yeah.
So yeah, surprisingly, I like the song. It's kind of like, again, it being familiar to like Uju Sonyo in a way. That's why I appeal to it, or it appeals to me. The only thing I'd say, I didn't like the music video as much, I guess, because if they're gonna go in that sort of like direction, I kind of wanted it to go weirder. I just kind of felt bored, and also the choreography wasn't as intense. So I don't know. The only thing is though, I would say like I kind of wish they went more of in an original direction, a la Mayday, because I feel like this is like this and Take My Hand, I guess, which was the Velvet Dress song. They sound eerily similar to each other, so I don't know. That's the only mark against it. But again, I for the most part I did still enjoy the song.
For this, I really like this actually. Again, I like the direction they're going in. The one thing I will say that recurred throughout the entire album is I think they really, in the production, they made a really good use of the soundstage. Like, they did a really good job of separating each of the layers in the song, whereas, like, a lot of people don't really pay attention to that a lot. I really enjoy when they, like, play with space and stuff. I actually disagree with the music video. I think it was really cool. I guess it's not, like, anything special in the content, but like I like the cinematography, the colors,
exactly,
stuff like that. So
it's like the Mamamoo, like it's like Paint Me. Like Paint Me's content isn't amazing. It's just them singing in front of a couple sets, but the way they use color and stuff, like it looks really good. Next is Beep, which threw me off because it starts out almost as like a hip hop song, and then just becomes like Lovely's electronica. I do like that until the chorus, it's like very minimalist. Like after the hip hop song or hip hop ish start of it. So I did like that, and then go ahead.
Oh well, I was gonna say is I like. At first, I was like, "Ew, I don't like how this." All right, actually, I liked it a lot with the like different like beats in the beginning, and then the hip hop rapping part like threw me off. I was like, "Ew, I don't like this." And then for the rest of this, after that was done, then I liked the rest of the song. It's like
that's I'd say that's still the only part of the song that's like out of place because I like the rest of it, but it's definitely feels random because it doesn't fit like the sound or like the image of the song that they're going for. So I don't know.
Yeah.
This song is very, very, very similar to Prince by Uju Sonyo. They're both produced by E1, that's why. But if you listen to Prince and listen to the song, like I literally thought I had already heard the song before because it's that much like Prince. I'm like, dude, you just gave them a song that sounds very, very similar to a song you gave Uju Sonyo.
Yeah, I think that's the one thing they have to work on. But no, the song this sounded like, I was just like, I actually like this. Then I get to the chorus, I'm just like, this is like ooh ah. I was like, wait a second, I've heard this before. It sounds kind of creepily formulaic in a way, but I don't know, it wasn't too bad, I guess. I liked it.
Yeah. I think throughout I like the the sort of like beats they use for the instrumental. I thought the chorus was fairly strong. Like again, like literally the only part I didn't like was that like just random thing, rap part. In the
it really threw me off.
I don't like that.
But yeah, I love Prince, so I like the song. It just like weird to me because it was like, why would you give two girl groups like a very, very, very similar song? Because you're just opening up trouble for them.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like Uju Sonyo fans are just gonna get mad at April, even though it wasn't their fault. This is the same producer, but people are unreasonable.
Yeah.
Next is a song that Andrew's probably gonna hate. Angel Song. And this song is straight late 2000s bubblegum pop, early Kara music, and I loved it, loved it so much.
It's garbage.
This song is amazing. It's like it's exactly what they would have given Kara like 10 years ago, and it's amazing.
I'm sorry, I love it. It's 2018. They gotta. You can't be putting out this kind of stuff.
No, you could totally be putting this out for the nostalgic factor.
Yeah. I'm sorry, there's
Jacob's into it. I know he's into it.
Yeah,
how many groups?
How
many groups could be like it's nostalgia? And I'm like, okay, you're like the 500th group that's like trying to be nostalgic.
But we don't get music like this very often anymore.
Come on, this is like K-pop nostalgia.
Yeah, this. We don't get this very often anymore, and that's why it's perfect.
I think the reason why a lot of April's music irritates me is that I don't feel like there's any shred of sort of identity in, I guess, what can I do? I can like, what's an April song? And I can't really, when listening to this album, I can't really think of what's an April song, like, because it feels like a lot of their production or a lot of like the styles of music they're going towards are just they're just trying to be what's trendy, and I mean, like, there's
I want them
nothing
to
wong
just
with
make
that.
this all the time.
Yeah, I know. I would love this.
Maybe if it was,
I would
maybe if it
love
was
them
like,
to just-
maybe if it was like all like this, I would appreciate it more. But it feels like it kind of feels like they're yo-yoing between, where like it doesn't feel like DSP knows exactly what direction they want to take them in. And I feel like, yeah, they just, I guess that's just my entire gripe with the album. It's just like, if I wanted to listen to a group that's made this sort of like this sort of music, I'd listen to like the group that kind of made it famous. And like, it just like that, I guess that's what, yeah, that's my main gripe with April, is that you can sort of like get this kind of music from somebody that might have done it first or done it better in a way.
See, I think, so like, I kind of disagree, because I think April has a sound, and they're based on the last few songs. Like, they have something they're working on for their singles. I think this is the album track for the throwback for the fans that were there at the beginning, that were into their very early stuff. The fans like us that are into the really old school girl group pop. Like, that's what this is shooting for. Like, this isn't their direction anymore. April's not going to be putting out singles like this. This is for the fans. And for
I wish this
the
was
people
their
that are
direction.
nostalgic. But yeah, no, I would love if they just put out a whole album of music like this. I love this type of music.
I don't know.
This is what got me into K-pop. Like, this is G. You get it's like
early Kara, like 2007.
yeah,
SNSD.
early Carl, early SNSD, like SES stuff. Like, give me more of that. We don't get enough of it anymore.
I'm sorry. I'd rather go listen to that kind of stuff as opposed to like finding new groups that make that same sort of thing. Like, again, I can understand like looking for that same sort of sound in new groups, because they might not, because obviously all those groups sort of made the transition away from it. But again, it just feels like just like, what do you like? I don't know what they're doing with April, to be completely honest. I mean, I kind of get the direction they're going in, but it's. I don't know how well it's going, because there hasn't been anything that's topped April's story, and I'm just like, oh no, what's happening? I really don't know what the trajectory for this group is. Like, I really don't know, because it's kind of like middling, and I feel like they can be doing better than middling, because I feel like DSP has like creativity, because obviously they're pulling that with cards. So I mean, it's just
I don't think the DSP has the resources though.
I know. It's just like I feel like they deserve.
Because if they're smart,
putting
they'd be
everything
dumping
in a
everything in a card.
And they are.
But I feel like April deserves better than just being.
Like, oh yeah, I'd love to see April succeed.
Because I mean, like, again, Mayday was their worst single, but again, this is the G-Fred problem, where the one that's the most creative is the one that scares the fan base the most.
Yeah, the one you like is the one that the group did horrible with, and
but the thing is,
going to do over again.
The thing is, though, it's not like where. Unlike a G-Friend situation where they're just like, okay, we're going back to doing the cutesy stuff. We're sorry. And it did well. They went back to doing like stuff like April's story, but it's still kind of in terms of like views or listens and sales and that sort of thing. So that's why I'm scared. That's why I'm scared for this.
I don't know. April's never going to be that group though. Like,
I know.
April's never going to be even G-Friend level popular.
I know. I don't expect that from them, but I feel like I would like a better like direction or vision before they could be like, okay, they can find a niche, because like I still don't know if I can understand like what that is from April at the moment. Anyway, next song, which I 100%
knew that conversation was gonna happen. The instant I heard that song, I was like, I'm gonna love this, Jacob's gonna love it, and he's gonna hate it, and we're gonna talk about it for like 10 minutes. But yeah, that's my favorite song, easy. Next is Hide and Seek. So Andrew, you want to go with this one, because you said you like this one? I thought this was pretty standard.
Well, because I love electro pop mostly, because and this sounds like a Perfume song, except it's in Korean, so that's why I liked it. Again,
okay. I don't really know what Perfume sounds like.
So yeah, like that's my problem. Like the songs I like are still kind of songs that sort of remind me of other groups too much. So it's I like them, and I'm just like, it's basically like you like some songs that are copying other groups, so you hate other songs that are copying other groups. Well, because some of them are just kind of feel like straight up copies, where I feel like sometimes they do take it in a new direction in a way. But I'd say like it wouldn't be my first if April was like, if we're comparing the music to pizza or whatever, April wouldn't be like, if like there was like pizza like all laid out on a table, they wouldn't be the first, like they'd be like, I don't know, like the sausage pizza or something like that.
This is the weirdest analogy I've ever heard.
Because I'm just saying it wouldn't be my first choice.
Because when I walk into the servery at school, I walk in and I'm like, do I really want sadness pizza today?
Sadness pizza.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, that's what we call it, because it's just, it makes you feel sad when you eat it.
Or no, like I'd say maybe it's like, maybe the better comparison would be popcorn, where it's just like, it's good, but it's not necessarily filling. Like, then it's just like, maybe
it's not filling. I'll just make another bag of popcorn, to be honest with you.
No. Rip your diet.
You just gotta the way you make popcorn filling is just put more and more butter on it until it fills you up.
Until you're
it's like
until
it's
your
literally
clogged.
it's like cereal but with butter and popcorn.
I mean,
you have to
don't
use
get me
a
wrong.
spoon.
Don't get me wrong. That's what I do when I go to the movie theater.
That's
but
how you gotta make it.
I don't go to the movie theater that often, so my arteries I think are fine. I don't know.
I don't even like popcorn that much. So I'm just making a joke. I don't really eat popcorn.
Wait, Jacob, what do you think of this song?
Yeah, Jacob,
You're the tiebreak.
For hide and seek, I thought it was good.
He's in the middle.
Yeah, like I don't know. Generally speaking, I like this song. Or I like this album. I mean,
yeah, I do too. I don't think it's bad.
I think this could have been a title track actually for me.
Angel
like
Song
it's just got like the sort of like high tempo, just like bounciness, and it's kind of fun, you know.
Yeah, I
could have done something cool.
I just realized why I like this song so much. It sounds like an anime opening. Straight up, if you listen to this song, it sounds like an anime
like
opening.
A slice of life anime opening.
Yeah, that's why I like it so much.
Laid back camp.
Yep. Next, are you bumping up your point now? Now that you realized how much you like this song?
No, I gave it a 1, like all the way. Okay. It's just
I forgot you give each song.
It's 0.5 or 1. This got a 1.
Next is finally "Stand by Me." It's a ballad.
It's
a ballad.
It's a cover of the Florence and the Machine song, which is a cover of the Ben E. King song.
Yes, which is a song created for a movie based on a Stephen King book. So it's a cover of a song that was made for a movie based on a book.
Which is also a cover of a song, which was made for a video game.
For a video game, yeah, exactly.
That I'm currently playing through right now. So yeah.
But yeah, it's a pop ballad. It's got some cool synth instruments and like that change it up a bit. Like at first I was like, okay, this is gonna be like probably a generic pop ballad, but there's some like pretty interesting like synth instrumentals in there that made me like it more.
I think the chorus is a strong part of this song. Other than that, it didn't stand out too much, but I do really like the chorus and the instrumental that go on there and then.
I don't know. Yeah, this didn't stand out much to me because again, it's just I've sort of just filtered out all like girl group generic songs from my ears at this point. So
give me all of them.
We're because our opinion, or at least my opinions, are weird because we're just overexposed to this stuff at this point. So. Because we listen to...
Well, we do listen to literally everything.
Yeah, no, like, yes. Because again, like...
We're overexposed to everything in K-pop now.
Yeah, because that's why, like, critics, us, like, might have different opinions than some people because they're just like, oh, shit, this stuff sounds amazing because they've never heard it before. It's just that, like,
they don't listen to every girl group that puts out everything.
Yeah. Also, on the other hand, we're in that weird position. So, yeah, I kind of just, like, this is just, like, white noise to me at this point.
Yeah.
It only stood out for me because of the instrumentals during the chorus, like Jacob said.
Yeah.
So I liked it a little more because of that. So overall, ratings,
hey, don't forget the Bluebird instrumental.
We always skip instrumentals. There's literally an instrumental
Andrew's
on every
song,
single
the instrumental Bluebird.
Do you give the instrumentals a 0, 0.5, or 1?
No, I didn't rate it. I only for songs that get repeated, I only do it for Chinese versions or extended versions or Japanese versions or I don't know, English versions. Yeah, that sort of thing. I don't care if it's instrumental.
So overall rating, I gave it my patented 5 out of 6, 2 out of 3, 1 out of 1 that I've been doing recently because everything that's dropping is like solid 8. So yeah, I liked all the songs on it. The Angel song blew me away. I like Bluebird's like direction. The rest of them are good, not great. Didn't stand out a ton. S 2 out of 3. I really liked all the cinematography and music video, like we said. And 1 out of 1 because I like April.
Well, I gave it a 4 out of 6 for music because again, I liked it. I guess my problem with April is that I love their singles. It's just that they don't have. It seems like their albums are kind of shallow. Like that's why I guess I kind of liked when they took the single album approach that they took with Mayday because there wasn't much filler. It was just Mayday and then a B-side.
Well, it was 3 songs and 2 of them got music videos.
Yeah, so that doesn't like whereas on this
even if one of them was on generic tennis court set.
Yeah.
Still
the 7 like it feels like a lot of this is just like filler to like trying to like fill out like the mini album sort of thing. So like if they're really having, or I guess if I'd rather they just stick to single albums until like maybe something just like blows up, maybe until they hit like a Momo Land or something like that. I don't know, like because I feel like all of this filler is like, at least in my eyes, sort of detrimental to like, again, where I can't really find a sound for them. But I mean, it's just, I don't hate them. I just want better for them. So it's 4 out of 6 for music, 2 out of 3 for concept, 1 out of 1 for bias. So it's a 7. I gave their last mini album a 7 too. So it's sort of like stagnated in my eyes.
So Nate, I think I'm gonna have to take you to court over that review score patent.
Why? Because you're stealing it.
Yeah, basically. So I gave it a 5 out of 6 for music as well. Like, I liked all the tracks overall. I like the spacing and stuff like that in the production. That stood out to me. Even just listening on these just generic Apple earphones. Nothing really stood out entirely other than Angel Song, which again I really liked. I just like
it's so good. It's so good. Yeah, I love it.
Like it's like it's super cheesy, but you're just like, I don't care.
I know.
I like it.
That's what got me into K-pop. Like if I'm not gonna rant anymore.
Yeah, 2 out of 3 for concept. Like I really like the music video and stuff like that, but nothing was too special. And then, you know me, I like the album covers. The album cover is just a picture of them with a blue background. So
it's so generic.
Yeah.
At least they don't
Yep.
Credit to them. At least they didn't have Remember the last album where they had their names on the bottom, but it wasn't in the right order, like the order that they were in the picture.
Oh yeah, that's annoying.
So at least they were smart enough not to do that again. So
yeah, or if they did, put it in the right order. Anyways, yeah. So 1 out of 1 for bias point and 8 out of 10. So I think overall it's an 8.
It's an 8 overall.
It's an 8. 887 is an 8. Yep. I was scared for a second. It would be a 7, but I thought Andrew was gonna give a 1 out of 3 for concept, and I would give him a 6. And I was like,
I do appreciate like.
I thought you were gonna give him a 6.
Like I
thought we were gonna get a low rating for once.
Like.
No, it's not Dumbfounded. It's Rocket Man. It's not.
No, I mean no. It was. I'd say this is a low 7. I'd say it's a low 7. Like I was contemplating giving it a 6, but I mean it wasn't that bad. Like 6. Yeah. It takes a lot of. It takes effort for me to give it a 6.
Yeah, I was gonna say we're going in the old school video game reviews rating where we never give anything under a 7.
We never
unless it's absolute trash like Rocket Man.
Yeah.
we never. We never touch like the lower end of that spectrum unless it's really warranted.
Unless it's well worried.
And most of the things we're gonna review probably aren't warranted getting that low. You have to really disappoint me to get that low. And so far only Dumbfounded and Hyuna have done it.
And
what was it? I was gonna say there was one other one.
Jessica's second album.
Oh yeah, Jessica's album. Third album.
Yeah, third album.
Because it was very, very generic. Yes, that's
all
true.
right.
Oh no, we lost Jacob.
I'm here.
Okay, we lost video on Jacob again.
Just continue.
Okay, moving on to topic 4.
I lost video on you as well, so.
We have topic 4, NCT. But just NCT, it's just NCT album. Who would have thought? And the album is NCT 2018 Empathy. They're very empathetic.
Yep.
And I don't know why.
Yeah.
No. Okay, go. What?
I don't know why.
It's called Empathy.
Yeah, I'm like trying to figure out like why they added the empathy Like,
yeah, they could have just called it NCT 2018.
Yeah, I feel like it would have been. It would have been
fine.
better if they just like if it'd be so easy to follow. NCT 2018, NCT 2019, NCT 2020. Like that'd be nice. But now it's gonna be NCT 2018 Empathy, NCT 2019 Sympathy, NCT 2020 Apathy. Like they're gonna run out of like.
God, I can't wait for their apathetic album. It's just like really slow, like drudging sounds. They just don't care. They're like barely singing.
Track.
They're just like talking into the microphone.
No. It's all demos. Like they didn't even bother to finish the songs.
Yeah, that'd be great. It'd be genius.
They gotta have a title track.
Genius
called,
concept album.
So it is
called like.
Unlike what was previously sort of like hyped up, this is a compilation album of all the NCT units consisting of 5 new songs and 9
It's basically an NCTU
I'm
album.
just considering it a mini album anyway.
It's an NCTU mini album. It's an NCT mini album.
That re-releases older tracks.
You get a new song from all 3. Well, 2 new songs. You get a new song from all 3. You get a new song from everyone. And
that's not necessarily new.
And then you get...
an intro,
I guess it's
an ending,
and you get like some like unit tracks where it's just a couple people or whatever. But then they also re-released a bunch of their station songs. They put all of the NCTU singles on there that were way back in the day.
2016, like this album spans 3 years basically.
Yeah.
It's insane.
But I don't know. I think it's cool because like. For people that didn't buy the singles, like now they can get it in the album. Like I probably would have. I would have bought the singles if when I get to NCT stuff, when I buy their stuff, like if it wasn't in an album. But now that it's an album, it's really nice. I can just straight up buy the album. Although, side note, shout out to SM for doing iTunes incredibly well, because not only are they making repackages. Well, not only are they making repackages, EPs, so you only get the new songs. You don't have to buy another copy of the album. When I bought One Shot, Two Shot, it recognized that I already owned Camo as a single and didn't make me buy it again.
Hey.
So they're actually checking if you have singles that they put on albums later and not making you buy them multiple times.
That's cool.
So if you had Seventh Sense, you probably wouldn't have had to buy it again. Moving to the first track, which is an intro and is easily the most garbage thing on this album.
Oh no, there's some other garbage on here. I assure you.
I don't think anything else I like everything else.
Oh no, there's some other garbage on here.
This is the only thing I thought was bad. So this is Neo Got My Back, which is like trap with a bunch of grunting.
Well, because
they just repeat Neo Got My Back a bunch, and there's auto-tune.
Neo Got My Back.
Just
culture, because it's Neo Got My Back. Culture things, tech on my mind. Because Neo culture technology is what NCT stands for.
It's bad.
It drags on way too long.
It is way too long.
1:57 for an intro. You kidding me?
And literally, those are the only lyrics. It's just them going a bunch, and then they say that a bunch of times.
Yeah, this is unnecessary.
Yeah, this is
the outro.
What if they?
No, the outro is insane, and we'll get there. Oh, if they had vocal fry, I'd be all for it. If that whole thing was vocal fried, I would be 100% for it. But no, this is not good. I think we can all agree this is not good. Andrew and I are definitely going to fight over the outro, but this intro, we can all agree is bad. Next, getting to the first of 4 title tracks.
First of the billion title tracks.
Well, the first of 4 new title tracks. We have Boss, which is an NCTU song. Also, I don't know, we should probably explain. NCTU just means whoever they want to throw from NCT into a song now. It's not actually a set group of people.
Yeah.
Like
we finally get what NCTU means.
Yeah, we do. We understand it.
Okay, so here's what I'll do. For every NCTU song, I'll read the lineup, because, again, not every NCTU song will have everyone. So, for Boss, it is Taeyong, Doyoung, Jaehyun, Winwin, Jungwoo, Lucas, and Mark.
Well, you don't have to say Mark. Mark is on everything all the time. Even the songs he's not on.
No, Mark isn't in every NCTU song.
I know. Even if he's not, though, he's there in spirit.
He's there in spirit. No, if you think about it, poor Mark had to film 3 music videos for this.
Well, they're filming more because Cooper said yesterday is going to be the 5th music video. So
Oh
They're
God,
not done making music videos for this album.
Poor boy is just
by the end of it,
death.
all of the songs will have music videos, including the intro and outro.
Please no.
Okay. So yeah, Boss is an NCT. This is like the group NCTU title track, because the next one that's NCTU is really just two people. So this is like standard hip hop pop, like what you'd expect from NCT. I really like the
Cherry Bomb Part 2.
Yeah, I really like the verses. For me, the chorus is still like iffy, but I think it's growing on me, just like Cherry Bomb. Like, I think both of them, they're very similar in style. And the first few times I heard them, I'm like, eh. Like, when I first heard Boss, I didn't like the chorus at all. Now that I listen to it again, it's growing on me. I think I don't hate it near as much, and I think I'll like it by the time I listen to it a couple more times.
Oh, I love this song from the beginning because like the beat goes so hard and it's just like
I like the beat in the verses.
It's so weird to think that this is a song that's done under SM Entertainment. Like that still blows my mind. Like to this day,
new SM though, like Jacob said, Red Velvet.
Dude, like, well, seriously, like new SM is killing it. Like anything post like I don't know, like 2015 probably.
Yeah,
has been fantastic.
Yeah, it's so interesting to see that. Okay, so like. Pretty much it's kind of universally agreed that NCT and Stray Kids are basically the big three answer to stuff like BTS and like sort of like more hip-hop inspired sort of things, but it's
they're like the BTS Monsta X type thing
it's
they're
so
gonna put out.
Weird for this to come out of SM because literally even EXO was, you could say, fit under the SM sort of like
box.
They were a lot more poppy. They were a lot more poppy than this.
Yeah, but this is like so out of left field for SM. I guess that's why I like a lot of their songs so much, is because it just seems so out of the ordinary and like.
Well,
especially,
I mean, with
good.
Well, with NCT, you can tell like right out from the gate they were intending on them being like a sort of like a hip hop group, because like. They needed to find and train people like Mark, Taeyong, and Lucas who can actually rap.
Like, because
they've never had real. That actually is like legitimate rappers.
Because I'm trying to think
like Chanyeol, but I really don't consider Chanyeol to be a legit rapper at this point, though. So.
I mean, Sehun's a bit like but if there was anything you would sort of like think of that's a detriment to any.
Tiffany is an amazing, perfect rapper.
Man, like,
oh my God.
100% perfect rapper.
Yeah, I'd say rap lines are definitely the weakness of SM groups because they're all way more poppy. Yep. But yeah, this is completely like there's that notion out of the window because again, like the rapping between like Mark and Taeyong on this are like just insane. And again, I like this especially because this is kind of like with NCTU, this is kind of like this is what I loved about like the Seventh Sense. So it's kind of goes back to that sort of style that they did. I mean, granted, at first when we first heard this, I was like, "Yo, where the hell is 10?" Which kind of like annoyed me. But
because we were like NCTU's back, so it's gonna be the same as Seventh Sense. Like no,
it was a running joke that basically they kept bringing back NCTU without 10.
10,
so, yeah, it was crazy, but. Yeah, that was remedied in the next song.
But before that, like I think the choreo's good. Music video is like pretty standard though. Nothing.
Yeah, they filmed in the Ukraine.
I love the cinematography of it. Like there's this really nice, like during the chorus, there's this really nice like panning or zoom shot that they have where it's like it starts out really like far out, and then you see like this crazy like like amazing like mural like above them when they're doing the choreography, and they like I love the cinematography of it, but I would say the choreography wasn't as good as like I don't know, maybe they didn't really feature it much, and also most of it's just like swag moves or like they just hold poses, so that's why I didn't really like the choreography as much. The next song, I love the choreography like way better.
Well, next is Baby Don't Stop, which is just 10 and Taeyong.
Yeah, it's Taeyong.
10 and Taeyong.
Okay.
Dude,
Cooper,
the beat,
you can
like
thank
right
me.
off the back.
So, so for me, I just want to get all of this all out at once. This is like if they took Taemin's Move and made it a hip hop song. Like 10 looks like Taemin. He's got the blue hair. It's like the choreo it's very choreo focused and very like that weird sexy choreo that Taemin does.
Yeah,
and the song is like chill like Move. It's just a lot more hip hop focused. It's like they took 10 and he's Taemin and they just added a rapper to it and they made a second Move. is how I saw the song, and I loved it. I think it's my favorite out of the 4 singles. It's not my favorite on the album though.
I don't know. I honestly can't pick. At least from these new songs, I can't pick what my favorite is. But looking into the production, Ryan Jun was involved in it to some degree, so no surprise why it goes in. So yeah. Again, with the beat, it just goes so hard, like, at the beginning. I love these, like, sort of, like, instrumental intros before they kick it in, and, like, the weird, like, whispering sort of part. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but it's just so weird, and, again, the choreography is so well done. And also, for whatever reason, like, I don't know why. I don't know why this, like, they're doing this to Taeyong, but for whatever reason, he has, like, a shaved, like, part of his eyebrow.
No, they gave him, like, an eyebrow scar.
Yeah,
like,
I don't know why that,
thing.
It's so weird.
I know it is weird.
Because I noticed
they're trying
that.
To make him look more badass, I guess.
Yeah, I noticed that in both
he got a cut on his eyebrow.
Yeah, I noticed that in this music video, and then Boss, I'm just like, okay. But
it's like
yeah,
you didn't really get a cut on your eyebrow. They just took a shaver.
They just shaved
a line through your eyebrow.
But no, it's gonna be so weird because it's not gonna grow even again. Oh, we lost Jacob's video.
No, Jacob.
It's fine.
Wait,
I'm fixing it.
Oh, look, we have Tiffany Young featuring.
Tiffany, how's your day? Now you have to do a girl's voice, Jacob.
Oh goodness.
Yeah, that's
hello.
Oh God.
That's all my
Don't
thoughts
ever
on
do
this.
that again. Okay, what do you think of this song, Jacob?
Okay, so I actually, for whatever reason, I like put off listening to this song for a long time, and it's super hype. Like the beat right off the bat was super cool. Like normally I don't really like whispering and stuff like that, but I think it works really well in this.
Yeah.
Also, like when Taeyong raps in this, it's really good. The dancing was cool. Everything was really cool. I liked it, and I'm glad they finally brought 10 back.
Yeah, it's been overdue, but yeah, I think just in general, like between Boss and Baby Don't Stop, I've just sort of come to appreciate Taeyong's rapping ability so much more. Like there's a part in this song where he just like goes full Eminem, just like really crazy fast rapping style. So yeah, I'm just like, and we're just like, this is an SM group that has a legit rapper. What?
Yep,
it's so crazy.
I mean,
to think of.
in my opinion, they have at least 2 or 3.
Yeah, they have legit rappers. Yeah, same with Mark. Yeah, I love all of his verses. Speaking of,
next is Go, which is an NCT Dream song, but it's really an NCT 127 song.
But they gave it to.
Are you gonna? You're not reading. You're only
no, I'm not reading because because they
Dream
didn't.
is the same.
Yeah, Dream is the same lineup because there's only
so like
everyone except Mark and one other person. Everyone else is just like only an NCT Dream.
Yep.
Yeah. But yeah, like this is they took like a NCT 127 song. It's hip hop. I really like the instrumentals. There's like a lot of really cool synth in it, and the music video had like a pretty cool vintage style. But yeah, this is not what I expected from Dream. People in the comments are calling them NCT Nightmare.
NCT
which
Nightmare.
I thought was pretty cool.
Yeah, it's just like when you think they're like, okay, they started with freaking chewing gum, and they're like, oh, they changed the teacher, and they're
like, oh,
they're basically
the song with the teacher is really good though. That's like early Shiny. I love that song.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, like, there's nothing wrong with it, but like, again, when their early concept was basically like 17 or
yeah.
And then like they're this, I'm just like, whoa, what? Production again by the Grammy Award-winning Stereotypes. So no wonder.
Oh my goodness.
No wonder.
Who made a little song called 24
Is that going to be a thing now? Are you making that?
Dude, I just love how
if you ever
like,
mention the Stereotypes,
called...
Jacob's gonna crack up about that.
But you know, surprisingly, despite Boss, Baby Don't Stop, and Go all being trap songs, I love how distinct each song feels. Like I felt none of them were ever like repeating, and especially this one's just like way out of left field, especially for NCT Dream.
Yep.
I wouldn't call any of those trap songs because to me, like I said last week, trap is garbage.
Well, no, they're
There's no
trap
such
influenced
thing
hip-hop.
as a good trap song.
Everything, all of this has trap beats, like as like the foundation of their beats.
It's got to be used tastefully for me, like yeah.
But
so with this song, this is probably my favorite NCT Dream song. Like
by far, right?
Even though it's completely off brand, like I don't care. Like I think they did it.
You're
really
all
well.
into
That's
NCT
cool.
Nightmare.
Oh, just the sort of like small dive into like the crazy amounts of money that SM likes to spend on their outfits. Some of them are wearing One of them is wearing the opening ceremony elastic hoodie, which is like basically like the hoodie version of Joy's crop top in Bad Boy. One of them is wearing off-white Nike Air Force Ones, which have a resale value of about $700 to $800. One of them is wearing a off-white like clothing, which is like the brand like very expensive, and also one of them just has a shirt with Kanye's face on it. I don't know. Like there's just like the crazy amount of like money they spend on like all of their outfits just blows my mind. I'm just like, there's like 18-year-old kids that are wearing like stuff that's worth more money than they'll actually probably ever make in their, at least in a year, which is kind of sad. But I mean, like, yeah, it's crazy just like the budget that SM like dedicates to this. And when you consider they filmed 4 music videos for this, they filmed 4 music videos that are all new,
and they're filming a 5th.
Yep.
It's just like they literally have like they print money basically at this point. It's
Yep.
and I mean it's no surprise because they're really trying to push NCT because like they have been doing the best.
They had kind of a false start.
They did have a little rocky start. Next is Touch by NCT 127, and this is an NCT Dream song. Or Very Early Shiny. I bet what happened was they originally had this for NCT Dream, and they originally had Go for NCT 127. They're like, you know what? For this album, let's switch them and see what happens.
Yeah, and it worked out well. It worked out so well.
Except he's scared DJ. He doesn't like Taeyong smiling. Apparently, is what he said. Only in variety shows.
Because like if you think like the sort of like emotional like also, yo-yo between like Taeyong in the first 2 music videos and then Taeyong in this. It's just like, what the hell happened?
But yeah, this definitely like early reminded me of like Hello Shiny, Early Shiny with like modern touches. Because it's not like straight up, but the music video is like pretty basic. But I do like the pastel color palette. Mm-hmm. I think they did a really good job with that.
You know why? You know why it sounds like Shiny though, right? It's London Noise.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I probably could have told you that actually.
Yeah.
From the sound.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, like the beats in the song are really good, and they work really, really well with the chorus.
Yep.
Yeah, I love the chorus. Like, I love the chorus. Like, just like the whole like everyone's like doing the chorus vocals and everything. But I don't want. 127 sort of like they're known as like the hip hop group, but this shows like that. They have a really good vocalist as well. Like this is an incredible vocal song as well. So, and
I mean, we'll get to their vocals.
I was gonna say we'll get to that.
A few songs from now.
Yeah,
but we'll get to that a bit later. But this was for as weird as you think with like switching concepts between like Dream and 127 is. I'm surprised how well it worked out, and I hope. I kind of want them to do it again because I want to see. I just want to see Dream just do like they went from like
NCT Nightmare.
Like, I just want them to like the concept flip of it like being like, oh, like we're like all school kids and now they're popping wheelies on a freaking like in the middle of the night and breaking into like places or whatever. Yeah. Whereas NCT Dream's just like the boy crush now, or like NCT 127 is the boy crush sort of thing now. It's so weird.
Yeah, like so they should start doing different names for the different concepts. So they'd be like NCT Nightmare for their hip hop stuff, and then this could be an NCT -127.
-127. Oh my god!
Cute stuff.
So in the southern hemisphere.
You know how hard? You know how much of a nightmare it's gonna be to find all their music.
NCT -127. Okay, next is my favorite song on the album, Yesterday, and this is like classic style hip hop, and I loved it. It reminded me of like Epic High. It's got that beat, like that type of beat, that style of rapping, even like the singing, all of it just reminded me of like classic hip hop stuff, and I loved it.
Yeah.
Again, like it still just blows my mind that we're hearing like a classic hip hop style song
from NCT.
From an SM artist.
Yeah.
Like this is I'm just like, wait a second.
This is something Tablo would have produced.
Yeah.
And it's coming out of SM.
Yeah, like that just blows my mind like all the time. Okay, so lineup for this was Taeyong, Doyoung, Lucas, and Mark. So obviously I think they're putting their 2 strongest rappers on this.
Well, not on this one.
No, yeah, Mark is on this.
Well, no, Lucas on this one.
Huh? No, it's for...
They didn't do Lucas until the extended version, which is later.
Okay. You sure? Wait, are you sure? Because I looked up the listing. I looked it up. It said he was on this version.
Lucas is the new rapper, right?
Possibly, I don't know.
I'm pretty sure he is. Yeah, he didn't have a
Okay, so it's just Taeyong doing and Mark then. Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, I feel like this song fits Mark the best because it's kind of like,
dude, his rap was
because this is exactly the style of music he did on like High School Rapper. Like, remember the song he did with Sogi?
Yeah.
It's like it's straight up that. So I'm glad that they were able to sort of like feel like, hey, this works well with Mark. So why not just do this as a song like with NCTU? So I'd say also this is like the closest. This is probably like the most direct that they've like sort of like made the influence of like people like BTS, because this is kind of like their version of like outro her in a way.
Yeah,
like
I could see that.
Yeah. But it works so well though.
Jacob.
Yeah, like this is also probably my favorite song on the album. Although I'd probably go for the extended version just because it's more of the song.
I guess I didn't really put any comments for extended version. But yeah, I agree.
I guess Lucas does have a verse on the regular one. I don't know. I told you. Then.
Yeah.
Anyways, either way,
the extended version just changes the intro, and I like the intro of this way better than the extended version because I love the.
So then, this is definitely my favorite then for sure.
Yeah, because I love like it just like they start off with the lo-fi and then it kicks in, whereas the intro like the intro for extended version just does it differently. So I prefer this version way better.
Yeah, this like I love it when groups go back to like sort of the old school like hip hop feel, because that's my favorite hip hop.
Yep.
Because like a lot of the stuff that's now is like, I don't know, it's kind of annoying and overdone. But like I like when they go back to the roots and like, I don't know, be creative with it, I guess.
Kind of like how when April went back to the roots.
Oh my god, no.
Yes.
And Angel's song was the best song on April's album.
But I do have to say I kind of want them to make a separate subunit of NCT. I know that's ridiculous, but I want them to make a separate subunit of NCT that makes like this style of music.
Hip hop.
Yeah, NCT Mark.
Yeah, because like that should be NCT Mark, because it doesn't like you wouldn't really think that.
I mean, Super Junior had a shitload of units like that.
Yeah, because this doesn't really feel like
Super
NCT
Junior Happy.
Yeah.
Yep.
Cooking. Love that song.
Yes.
You know that song, you know what I'm talking about. Have you ever heard that song, Andrew?
No, I did not.
Super Junior Happy was like Shindong and Eunhyuk, and like it was like bubblegum pop, like parody bubblegum pop guy group songs, and they made a song called Cooking.
So I think
Shindong probably like produced all the music too.
So it sounds like the One Station song.
Well, it's no, because like it's that type of thing where it's just like a parody, but it's like bubblegum pop. And it's just a song about food.
Send you a music
it's
video.
amazing. The music video is insane too. I love it. Yeah, but moving on to Black on Black. So I actually liked the like going from yesterday to this, because this is like modern hip hop and yesterday is like classic hip hop. So I thought it like worked really well with these two next to each other. I really like the beat of the song.
Me too.
It's really.
I thought
good.
It worked well.
Yep.
I didn't like this. It just felt all like because. When they were hyping up NCT 2018, they're like, okay, we're bringing all the NCTs together. It's like Marvel. It's going to be like the Avengers Assemble and everything. And they just basically went back to a song that Black on Black is a song that they've used as an intro.
Yeah, they did in Mama
and then
something.
they just made it into an 18-member version or whatever, which just feels all over the place.
Cooper was saying they did it as an 18-member, like, or however the members they had then. Like, they did all of NCT did the song on Mama. It's not a new song. Like, once again, it's one of those. It's like they just re-released it, but I'd never heard it before because I didn't really pay attention.
Like,
to NCT.
I never really liked it because it's just I know what they're going for, because like with EXO, they tried to like EXO has dropped that, which is basically like we are EXO, and this is like them being like this is like their anthem. This is like, oh, we're NCT.
Yeah,
but. I don't know, it just sounds way too all over the place for me, and it doesn't. I was kind of expecting more. I was kind of expecting them to be like, okay, we're gonna do like an actual song for all 18 members. I don't know. They just kind of feels half-assed.
I think I like the song personally. I think it gets the job done. Like, it's hype. It gets you hyped. And it's sort of what it's supposed to do. But I also see what Andrew's saying as well. But I think the reason for that is like it's kind of hard to I guess make a song that incorporates that many members.
Yeah, each of them gets like 5 words.
Oh my goodness.
Or they all do
like
group
like
vocals.
Nyan and Pick Me, like they
There's no real singing. It's just group
Yeah.
vocals for the whole song.
Yeah,
Let's let's do 18-member group rapping where they're all rapping the same tempo,
Same
the
thing.
same
Oh my
words.
God.
I'm so
that
down
would be
for that.
so weird sounding.
I'm so down. It's basically
They
be
just
like
layer
it's like
18
rapping
rap.
Gregorian chant. I love that.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, it's basically the intro to Mama.
Yep.
I love that. I love that so much more than this. But I do have to say, I'd like this. I would have liked this better as if this was an intro instead of Neo Got My Back. Like this, because this is obviously this is their concert intro whenever they like perform live. So I don't think they did this
I'd
when
be
we
fine
saw
with that.
127 live. I don't remember
No,
them
they
doing
didn't.
this.
They
so
didn't do this.
It's just
No, they
it's just
didn't.
only with all of NCT or something like that. So
Yeah. I definitely would agree that this would be a way better intro, but I liked it where it was too because I liked the dichotomy with Yesterday. Next is Timeless, which is NCTU. So it's who, Andrew? Who's singing?
Doyoung, Jaehyun, and Taeil, I believe.
Look at Jacob. He knows all the members.
Yeah.
I don't know
Yeah,
any
I
of
do
them.
know.
Yeah,
I
and
can
this was-
literally only know Mark.
well, no, I'm reading it off of a list, so I don't know.
I know everybody who's in 127.
Yeah.
And you know. I don't know any of the Dream
Well,
guys.
you keep changing around, and yeah, there's some people in Dream that like are only in Dream, so it's really confusing.
Hard to
So-
remember them, yeah.
But yeah, this was their station song back early in
Yeah,
or
yeah,
a
so
couple
this
months
is-
ago.
Yeah, this was January station song. It's piano ballad, and like Jacob said before, it's like insanely good vocals that I didn't know existed in NCT, like because they'd never do vocal stuff.
Like this is so good that it's on the tier with like one of my favorite male vocal ballads is Miracles in December by EXO.
Yeah, probably
Like
my
honestly, this is even better for me. Like I really
Miracles in
like this
December,
song.
really okay. I don't know. This one just didn't blow me away because again, I know
I like
know
this a lot.
I know their vocals are good. It's just I don't know. It sounded like a station song, as in like they didn't like put that much effort into the song. It just sounds like an SM ballad.
For me, I don't know. I think it stood out a lot as far as like it doesn't just feel like some random OST ballad for me.
Yeah.
Like I think it sounds like a real like just really good solid ballad, and I really appreciate that a lot. So yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I liked it a lot. I thought it was a really good ballad. I didn't really pay attention to the music video because I was just caught up in the song and doing other stuff. So I didn't really look at the music video.
I mean,
Probably should've went back
it's
to
just
watch
it's just
but-
them like sitting there and singing. So I mean,
That's what I figured.
You didn't miss
I
much.
didn't really miss anything.
And like
But
there's
yeah, I
some
like the
plants.
song a lot.
Yep.
Next is The Seventh Sense, which is NCTU, old original song. It's not their debut. Which ones came out
This
first?
was their
Without
debut.
You or
This was-
Seven
Okay.
Cents.
Seven Sense was their debut.
So you want to read off who it was, Andrew?
Back in 2016, it was Taeyong, Doyoung, Ten, Jaehyun, and Mark. Like it's crazy.
no.
It's crazy to think how old this song is.
Yeah. So I want to
Yeah.
I just want to preface this is like this song perfectly encapsulates how much my music tastes have changed, because when this song first came out, I just like didn't listen to this type of music. I like didn't like the song because I was just like, yeah, it's hip hop. Like I don't really like hip hop that much.
I loved this.
So
when
like
this
I
came
never
out.
I never listened to this type of music, K-pop. And like so this shows how much you guys have like changed my music preference, because I
infecting
actually
you.
really like this song. And like the first
Yeah.
time I heard it, I was just never into anything. I would have never liked Monsta X. I would have never liked anything NCT.
Yeah.
And like, remember, like this song came. Like, put yourself back in 2016 when this song came out, and like thinking
Yeah,
about,
that's
like,
what I'm saying.
Like just like that's how like crazy influential it was, or like just how groundbreaking it was for an SM group to sound like this. Or just like, wait a second, this isn't YG. This isn't like some other like
Yep.
that's how. This is kind of what like started getting me like really back into K-pop, because I'm just like, whoa, this is the kind of music they're putting out in K-pop now. Like, wait, what am I missing? What am I been missing all this time?
Like this song actually blew my mind because I wasn't expecting it to be anything like this from SM.
Yeah.
Also, that's also why I was pissed that NCTU wasn't like a set group.
Yeah.
because
You
I
liked
really
this song a
liked
lot.
this group together. And also, that's why I was also so disappointed in Fire Truck because it sucked compared to
Yeah,
this.
basically, I was just like, yo, what the heck happened? Why does this
Yeah.
just sound like an XL copy or whatever?
Yeah.
I'm just like, and
Yeah.
where is this? And I'm just like, literally, like, this song is kind of like broke every convention that you would normally think of with SM. It was like all rapping, like Mark cusses. He's like, it's a long ass ride. I'm just like, what?
Yep.
Yeah.
Like there's just like all this like stuff that you wouldn't expect, and I feel like that's just why it's so iconic. Like this is when I think NCT, I think of the Seventh Sense still. Like still to this day, like that's how like iconic and groundbreaking this song was, and it still is. Like I can't if NCT ever comes here, I can't wait to like see this live. It's so good.
Also, like Mark's rap is like really good in this.
Yeah.
And like if you for perspective, I'm pretty sure he was only like 16.
I was say he looks
Yeah.
12.
Like no,
He looks
Yeah, he's
12.
really
yeah,
young.
they were so young.
They gave him such a dumb haircut that makes him look like he's 10 years old.
Well, yeah,
Like,
no, it was so weird because he'd had like they gave him like the headband that like push up his hair too, and like it's
Yep,
like so
yeah.
short compared to now. Yeah, like,
Yep.
Mark definitely aged, and it's so crazy to think like just how like you've seen them like grow in a way, like just like both musically and actually age. So it's so cool like to see going back to this now. It's so nostalgic.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, like in terms of what I thought of the song, like I think it, like I really like how chill the beats are, and even like on top of the rapping, there's some really good falsetto and singing in this song.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So yeah, like and like I said, I wouldn't touch anything NCT, Monsta X, any of this back then. So it really showed how much I changed my music. Well, I didn't really change because I still love the things I loved back then, but how much I added,
You expanded them.
Yeah, expanded my music preferences. Next is Without You, which is another NCTU song. Andrew,
This came out at the same time.
okay.
Okay, this is for the Korean version is Taeil, Doyoung,
Same
and
as
Jaehyun.
Timeless.
For the Chinese version,
Okay.
they switch members, or they switch
Yeah.
one member out. But yeah, let's just talk about the Korean version at first.
Yeah. So like, I had never heard this song before, but this is like
No, it's
this is
super
like a
good.
Day 6 song. I love it.
Like
This
which
is
kind of like
it's just
predates.
straight up something
predates
Day
Day
6
6, yeah.
would have put out, but yeah, before Day 6 put out music, and because yeah, like I said, I didn't really listen to any NCT stuff until recently, so I never heard these songs. Well, I heard 7th Sense, but I didn't know they put out something like this, and yeah, I like this a lot. I thought their vocal style fit it really well.
Yeah, this when I first heard it, I liked it a lot because it reminded me of a lot of stuff that I hear in like J-Rock, just with like less like electric guitar, I guess.
Yeah, less hard version of J-Rock.
Yeah, basically.
I didn't like it at first because I was just like, wait a second, what happened to the 7th Sense style like they did?
Yeah.
So it was just so different. But no, it grew on me over the years. Yeah, I love this song so much.
Once I got over the NCT and NCTU and all that are complete nonsense, I liked it.
Yeah, basically, once you ignore the entire concept that they're going for, you just like the music.
Yep.
And again, it shows that they have a great vocal line, and I love the chorus is so powerful in this that it just works so well. Again, it's just like all out. It's all like choral vocals. So yeah, this one works well.
Yep.
The next one is just like it's just the Chinese version of the song.
Yeah, so yeah, then
Who's the
there's
Chinese member?
Without You, it's a
they
women's
switch.
version.
No, they switch. They switch. They switch Doyoung for Kun, who's a Chinese member.
Oh, so he's literally not only been in this song.
Yeah, I feel so bad.
Wait,
He's
really? There's an
he's
NCT
only-
member that's never done anything but this song?
He's only done
There's
this.
a Chinese version of this
He's
song.
only done the Chinese version of this song, and he was in Black on Black. That's it.
Okay, wow.
my
I feel
Poor-
like we thought 10
SM
was,
hates Chinese.
we thought 10 was in
They
the
really do.
dungeon.
Yeah.
Damn, he only has two songs.
10 has a solo song at
Yeah,
least.
10's,
Yeah.
10's
got
got
nothing.
compared to this.
Really dope
compared to-
solo song.
yeah.
Like that.
Yeah, so yeah, it's Without You's Chinese version. I didn't really have any comments on it. It's Chinese version.
Surprisingly, this is I didn't like it as much as the Korean version. I don't know. I just felt like the Korean version was more powerful in the chorus than this. I guess it's just because they're not as besides Kunti, they're not as familiar with the language, so it's just they can't really they have to focus on getting the words right, and they can't really go all out into like the emotion of the song. So it's understandable, but yeah, it's still a really good song.
Speaking of 10, we have Dream in a Dream, which is the 10 solo from the Station, SM
So
Station
good.
song. Yeah, I just forgot how, like, I remember we talked about this and I loved it, but I just forgot how good this song is and how good the music video is. So it's like, if you don't know about it, it's basically a dance track. There's like only a chorus. There isn't really much singing other than the chorus, but it has like a lot of Asian traditional music
Like
influence.
Chinese sort of like
like Chinese like strings.
Like just to explain how crazy like the concept of this song is, it's a song with a Chinese title by a Korean company, performed by a Thai singer
Thai member.
in English.
Oh, is 10 Thai?
Yeah, he's from
I didn't know
Thailand,
he was
so
Thai.
yeah. That's why they gave him 10, because like his actual name is sort of, it's sort of hard to pronounce for Korean.
8 miles long.
Yeah, it's 10 blah blah. Does it have 10 in it?
I don't
Does it
know.
start with
Maybe,
10?
but yeah, like it's.
But yeah, the song's really cool. The choreo's insane. Music video, although it's just a bunch of sets, but all the different color and like stuff they do with it just makes it insanely good. Like everything about the song is so
it's art.
good.
Like the music video is straight
exactly.
up art. Like that's how good it is. And also, I love how it does a. I don't know if we talked about, or I said this last time we talked about it. I love it. It perfectly fuses like the Chinese string East Asian influence with like modern indie sounding music. Like it sounds something like the 1975 would put, but if like they put like East Asian influence, it's such a cool blending of like both styles. It works so well together too.
Yep.
Jacob.
Yeah, it's insanely good.
I basically agree. I think like it's like almost all instrumental, but like the entire thing, like it's so cool. Like I don't know how to describe it. Like the East Asian like sort of like instrumentals and stuff like that is what like really makes the song.
Yep.
And that coupled with the sort of like EDM stuff, like it works really well.
It's something like. Can you think of anything that you've heard that sounds like this? Like honestly, like literally no. Man, originality is so hard to come by, especially in K-pop, where they're just like trying to bite off of like Western music, and I want to hear more stuff like this. Like I don't know like where I have to find it, but like it's so good.
Yeah,
and it like. I love how it's just like, again, it's just like, it's not just copying Western music. Again, it's just like it's incorporating like the Western like sort of like structure of music into like an East Asian like traditional sort of like sound. So it's like just it's analyzing cool it. It's so cool. Like it's so well done.
And finally, time to fight Andrew. We have the outro Vision, and Andrew, why don't you like it? Since Jacob and I apparently I loved it. Jacob liked it. Why don't you like it?
I see.
Is it the lyrics?
The Vision.
Okay, ignore that. That doesn't even count though. The beat is so good.
But
the
why is it here?
It's so high.
Why is it here?
So good.
It doesn't need to exist.
You just ignore the last 2 seconds with the talking, and then you just take this beat and make a real hip hop song out of it because the beat is so awesome.
It's 57 seconds long, which I can understand it's an outro, but why? Like, it felt like this felt like I didn't need to be
the
here.
Opposite of
it's like
intro.
the opposite problem I have with
too
Neo
short
Got My Back.
and not substantial enough. It exists because someone created this sick ass beat, and they didn't put it. They needed to put it somewhere on this album, and they put it at the end, and it's insanely good. And I want a full song with it.
I don't know why.
I don't care about the singing.
Why did they make it into a single? Why did they put like an actual why did they put like an actual song here?
I don't know. I want them to.
I'd like it more if it was an actual song, but yeah, this just kind of feels like wasted space.
You have to admit, though, the beat is really good.
Yeah, the beat's hot.
With the
I'm
strings
just like, why
and
is
everything. Oh my god, it's so good. Okay.
And then finally, we have Yesterday Extended.
Oh, then there's Yesterday Extended Edition. I didn't even put it on mine.
Yeah, it's just basically an extended version, but I still like it. Yeah.
Even though you said you liked the other version better.
Yeah.
Okay. So, overall, for me, surprisingly, I gave an NCT album a 6 out of 6 for music. The intro is so insignificant, and it's really bad,
really
but it's not significant enough for me to knock a whole point off. I literally, every other song on this album I thought is great, and it's nice for me since I didn't really follow NCT, some of the stuff is new to me. I never heard Timeless, since I don't listen to every station song, and I don't really follow NCT that much. But yeah, I never heard Timeless. 7 Cents I only heard once when it came out. I never heard Without You. So I never heard Black on Black. So all this stuff was new to me. I like everything on the album except for the intro, so 6 out of 6 there. I gave it a 2 out of 3 for concept. Most of the music videos and style, it's kind of hard because there's most of the songs have music videos, but I don't want to give it 3 out of 3 just because Dreamin' a Dream is on here when that wasn't really created for the album. So I kind of just focused on the new music videos. And like I like them. I really liked Baby Don't Stop because the choreo is really good. I liked like the style and touch with the colors. So like I liked all of them, but none of them like blew me away. If I counted Dream in a Dream, it'd probably be like 3 out of 3 just because of that song, but I didn't. And then 1 out of 1 because I am really getting into NCT. So I'm gonna give them a bias point. So I thought this album was a 9 out of 10. Which is probably going to be higher than Andrew somehow, which no one would have expected.
No. Okay. 5 out of 6 for music. Okay, yep. Like, I need to say like all at once. 5 out of 6 for music, 2 out of 3 for concept, 1 out of 1 for bias. All right, that sounds incredibly low because considering like how much I love NCT. But I guess the reason why how I explain this is that at least when they first announced it, it's just like it kind of felt like they were finally getting rid of or at least trying to like dissolve the concept of 127 Dream, all that sort of stuff, and trying to make it more cohesive. And like be like, I get mostly I just expected more new music. Like if you really think about it, like it's a compilation album of songs that came out like 2 years ago, and like they're great songs. Like don't get me wrong, I love all the music on here. It's just that like, is this really like? I feel like they kind of half baked the concept of NCT 2018, where like it could have been something where they could have had like more of a collaborative, like again more 18 member. It doesn't necessarily have to be 18 member songs, but it could have sort of been like, okay, we'll put all of these members regardless of subunit together, and then make a bunch of new music out of that. And it felt just like it felt kind of recycled. I mean, like again, it's just like. Yeah, I was expecting more out of an album. Like they were just like, or the concept that they were building up. And while I enjoy all of the new music that they got, and I still love NCT, it felt like they could have done more with the concept of NCT 2018, the year of NCT, and like making all of this like new stuff. And for just being a compilation album, I don't know. It's just it could have been so much more. So that's why I only really gave it an 8 out of 10.
Yeah, so you had another problem since I...
Yeah, because everything is new to you, whereas, like, more than half of this stuff I've listened to already, so...
So, for me, I, basically the way I was thinking about it originally is, like, I was gonna dock it a point for having just, like, some songs weren't, like, new at all. But, like, I was thinking about it as we were, like, talking about it, and it's like, if I gave this album to somebody to listen to who had never ever heard of NCT or anything... And like, would this be one that I would want to like show somebody to be like,
would this be a 6 out of 6 for music?
Yeah, like I think, you know, because I'm going back and forth between 9 and 10. Like I really enjoy
I almost gave
like,
it a 10, but
I think I think I'm just gonna say fuck it and just be like, boom, 10. Let's do it.
Do it.
10 for 10.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's go. Yeah, 10 for 10. Indeed.
Yeah, because they brought 10 back.
Yeah. Dream in a Dream bumps it up to a 10.
Yeah, like I really enjoyed this album. 6 out of 6 for music. I really liked every song on here.
So it would have been a 6 out of 6 regardless.
It would have been the intro was the only one that was just like, it was okay. I didn't hate it. It was just okay. But like the rest of it, I really like every single song on here.
Same.
Like for real. And then where it might have lost a point was in concept, just because not every song was brand new. But like every song that was brought back is still really, really good. So I'm kind of okay with them bringing it back just for new people who hadn't listened to them before.
Plus they were all singles, so it's not like they were from other albums.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, because in all reality, this is pretty much what an NCTU album would look like probably if that existed.
Yeah.
Because NCTU is supposed to represent all of NCT anyways. So yeah, I figure I'll just give it the concept point back just because I think it was really nice and cohesive and well put together. And also, album art is really, really cool.
It's weird.
I
think
never
it's awesome.
look at it. I never look at it.
Yeah,
I absolutely love
it's
the album
weird.
art
Again, I said in chat, it looks like something freaking Duran would put out, not freaking NCT. Like it looks like it's straight up like an 80s album.
Oh, it's like the rainbow thing, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why like it stands for. I don't
empathy.
Yeah, I mean I see the empathy, but like it's weird.
It's totally my style, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, like it's cool. It's just
it's
like
all the cliches.
It's nothing. It's not what you'd expect from NCT, and I guess that's just like I guess that's what summarizes the entire concept of NCT 2018 Empathy, is that it breaks all of your sort of preconceived notions of what NCT is. Because I mean, at this point, I don't know what NCT is. I don't know what they're gonna do. Like, are they still gonna release like 127 albums or albums or Dream like singles or whatever? Or are they just is everything just gonna be like this from now on? Who knows? So
yeah, I guess we'll see. I'm excited to see what they got in the future, because again, like they kind of had a false start, but I'm glad they've kind of gotten on their feet, because now I really like NCT, because Fire Truck freaking killed it.
I was gonna say a year ago, and you didn't even like Limitless, which has a vocal.
Well,
I
didn't like Limitless because it's basically
a couple times before.
Limitless is my favorite NCT
Limitless
song.
is basically an EXO song. That's why I didn't like it. So
well, see, I don't really listen to EXO.
But like for as much as we all love NCT, the thing is I'm worried about like the concept of Dream, all that sort of stuff being too complicated for people to follow, because
I think they're gonna go like down the EXO path, where they're just gonna
merge it
all.
They need to. I think they need to, because
it's just stick to NCTU and just switch out members when
they need to.
They should do,
because like I know they were just trying to be like, they basically wanted to make their version of Exile or AKB 48.
Yep.
Where basically it's like a group, and then you'd have like a bunch of like spin-offs or subunits.
Yeah, it's like you like the cute stuff, then you like NCT Dream. If you like the hip hop stuff, you like NCT 127. Yep. Is what they were trying to go for, but they found that it's confusing, and most people probably just like both
they
of them.
They didn't want to. It's like
because they care about the people. Like they're like, oh, Mark's in both of these groups, so I like both of them.
Yeah, and I feel like
about the style.
if they had a more concise, like if they executed the concept way better than they did, I feel like they'd be in a better position than they are now. But if they dissolve the sort of like subunit thing, I feel like they're in a good position, because like it does. Yeah. It's basically the K-pop or the K-pop group equivalent to the Wii U, where some people are just like, oh, this is just an add-on to the Wii or whatever. Like it's just when you release an NCTU song and people are like, but 10's not in it, like over and over and over again, they're gonna get annoyed and be like, okay, I'm not just gonna bother with it. So yeah, they really.
So I hope they don't make that mistake with their new girl group.
So, if we get NCT girl group, I'm done. No, I'm not gonna deal with that.
I'll be all over that. Give me a subunit NCT girl group that does stuff like Angel Song. Give me another one that does stuff like Blackpink or FX.
Just make them separate groups.
And Nate, imagine all the merchandise you'd have to buy.
I know,
just
I'd
make
have to buy
them
so
separate
many
groups.
albums.
They don't have to be under the same umbrella.
No, but then they can mix and match them, and then they could switch it up, where you get the hip hop girl group that's all badass that has to do like a cutesy song with.
It'd basically be like SMIOI that stays around forever.
Yeah,
that's why Nate would like it, because it's the closest he'd ever get to like IOI again. So.
Okay, that was a long one. Well, I don't think it was actually that long, because
it's about 2 hours to be completely honest.
No, we started recording like 15-20 minutes before we actually started doing the podcast.
So we're good. All right.
It's not super long.
So yeah, thanks for listening this week. Thank you for listening. That is, if you listen every week. If you're new, please subscribe.
I forgot.
Definitely helps.
Forgot to put this at the beginning of the show, but this is IOI week for unboxings. If Jacob and I get off our ass and edit stuff, which we will. So
I got a new computer, so hopefully that'll help.
Yep. So we should be putting up IOI unboxings every day this week. Well, Monday through Thursday, but by the time you're hearing this, they should all be up. So.
Yep.
And we have something special coming soon.
Yeah. So basically.
Huh? What?
Yeah, this week. Yes.
We have something special coming soon.
Oh yeah. Well, I don't know.
We'll see.
Whatever happens, I don't know what. Yeah, we won't.
TBA.
That'll be a surprise.
If you hear nothing, then it fell through.
Well, it definitely won't fall through. I paid for it, damn it.
Okay, we'll see. Anyways, thank you.
I know.
And goodbye.
Stay healthy.
Throbbingly healthy.
Stay throbbingly healthy and creamy.
You guys suck.
Number 2, Jessica is not part of SNSD to me. And now I want to preface this. I don't hate Jessica. I don't hate her for leaving. I listen to her music. I just don't subscribe to OT9, because to me, Jessica